What's up, everybody? So we're gonna do another little play at getting over it. Now, I played some of it on my own without recording, just to see how far I could get and just to enjoy some of it. And I really kind of noticed that this game is exceptionally relaxing to some degree. I mean, I don't find myself raging over it that much, especially not when no one's watching. Like, really, I found that the whole issue of getting panicked and such, it's only a matter of when I'm being watched, you know? And I find that kind of amusing, because this game, when I'm not doing it for YouTube, is really kind of just a really chill and calming experience. And I think there's a reason for that, which I'll go into just a little bit later.
There's no feeling more intense than starting over. If you deleted your homework the day before it was due, as I have, or if you left your wallet at home and you have to go back after spending an hour in the commute. If you won some money at the casino and then put all your winnings on red, but it came up black. If you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding and then immediately dropped food on it. If you won an argument with a friend and then later discovered that they just returned to their original view. Starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here.
Well, it's a good thing that we're at the very start of my day.
Thanks for coming with me on this trip. I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop and quit the game. And don't worry, I'll save your progress, always. Even your mistakes.
Golly, that sure is
This game is a homage
nice
to a free game that came out in 2002, titled Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was Jazuo, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together very quickly and freely. And they're often too rough and unfriendly
I've listened to this already, but
they're built more for the joy of building
the commentary isn't. I do like the commentary, to be honest.
In a certain way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a B game.
No!
It's built almost entirely out of found and recycled parts. And it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time.
Calm down.
Your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. That act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery. And the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling and losing everything. Anyway, when you start Sexy Hiking, you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game. It might take you an hour to get over that tree, and a lot of people never got past it. You prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and your strength, trying to find a way up and over. And there's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise. Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through them once you have the correct method or the correct equipment or just by spending enough time. In that sense, every pixelated obstacle in Sexy Hiking is real. The obstacles in Sexy Hiking are unyielding, and that makes the game uniquely frustrating.
Damn it.
But I'm not sure Jazuo intended to make a frustrating game. The frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game about climbing. A funny thing happened to me as I was building this mountain. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it, test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard. But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my inability to get past the new obstacle was my fault as a player rather than as a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb them, and it's our repeated attempts to reach the summit that turns those mountains into something real. When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas, and that can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas into a certain shape that can be played with, and in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable, like rock. And at that point, you can't change the world. Not without breaking it into pieces and starting fresh with new ideas.
Okay, so he's done with that now. Oh man, I've played this game for who knows how long. I've had a lot of fun with it. Just like, oh my gosh, no, dang it. I don't know, I find it really amusing that the sense of dread that comes from losing progress or you know, just not getting the right footing or hold, whatever. It's really unique to the recording experience. Not once did I scream or have a fit while I was just playing it on my own. It was just a calming, relaxing experience, and the commentary here and there was really pleasant to listen to, although I could imagine playing it 4 or 5, you know, fresh files would probably get to a person. But yeah, it's really weird. I even got up to the area up there where the slide is, and oh, I even got to the sheer rock face after the furniture hallway or whatever, and I ended up falling back to the beginning, and there wasn't, like, it was so surreal, because I remember seeing Markiplier get that far, and he'd rage and he'd scream and he'd be on the ground, he'd be crying, but for me it was just like, there I was at the bottom again. I kind of have always enjoyed the sensation of starting fresh, of just starting over, and it was just chill for me. I didn't have any qualms with it. That's just, I guess that's just kind of how I've always lived my life, starting over all the time. And to be honest, like, I feel, no, okay, well, that's not that far. I don't know, I feel like I'm more in even though I'm trying to climb a mountain in a cauldron with a hammer, I feel like I have more control over this game than I do over my own life. Getting deep here, I guess. I know you guys don't want to hear about that, but I don't know. I'm starting to really feel it. The exhaustion of day in, day out, worrying for my life, etc. I'll be straight with you guys. I'm not in a very great financial situation. And I don't know, it's kind of hard to continue motivating myself to make videos when I've got such a small audience, or you know, when I'm not being paid for my efforts. Not that I should be entitled to it. I know that that's far from the truth. I'm not even a very good creator. But I don't know. 7 years. Been going on for 7 years now. That the only ways I've ever had to make money or support myself are creative. YouTube, voice acting, all those kinds of things.
You've done this part before. You know it's possible.
Oh,
just
hush.
do what you did the first time.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to talk about this kind of stuff. It really is. Because I don't want to sound like I'm e-begging, or I don't want to sound, I don't know what another word would be. I don't want to sound like I'm trying to offload my problems on you guys, because this is supposed to be a place where we all come to just get away from that to enjoy ourselves, you know? And yet, yeah, I just don't know, guys. But I really do enjoy this game. It's not really frustrating at all for me. It's really chill. I actually enjoyed watching myself play it while I was editing the first video, because for some reason I found the not fake, but I found the weird desperation that I had for making progress kind of interesting after playing hours of this game without caring at all if I made progress. Because it just kind of struck me as, wow, what was I even doing? And then watching me struggle at certain points was actually entertaining, which I don't often find myself saying about myself very often. It was weird. But yeah, I just thought I'd see if I could revisit the game and see if I could get any further than this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I'm pretty bad. No, oh, come on. No, oh. Sometimes it is a little frustrating, I guess, when like the hammer doesn't move in just the way you want it to, and you end up getting knocked back a part of a space. All right, let's try this again. This is literally the most frustrating part. If there were ever a part of this game that I could say was frustrating, it's this little tunnel here. I don't like this part. This is it. This is the one part of the game that I don't find chill or whatever. Because you've got this smooth ass rock that you just can't get a grip on. And then you've got to make like a sheer climb up a little tunnel. Like this is by and far the most frustrating part of the game. And I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Okay, what did I set out to do this video for? Why did I set out to do this video? I guess I came because I wanted to get a little bit off my shoulders. You know, about my my situation. Help me get over it, we'll say. Ooh. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. No! God damn it. I don't know if it's my mouse settings or what, but this... I really don't like this part. Oh my god. Stop it. Okay. Come on. I'm so angry. So angry. Not really, but grrr. Okay, let's try this again. With passion this time. Let's do it once again with feeling. Ah. Oh, come on. Okay. Like, you can see why I'd be frustrated with that, right? Like, this is the most unfair part of the entire game. But you know what? I mean, it's possible to get through. It's just, ooh. Ooh. Mr. Foddy, why you gotta be so mean? I mean, technically every part of this game is fair. Because again, you can get through it all, and he made a point of that. Every obstacle, it's not about the game being dumb or whatever. It's very much a problem of whether or not you as a player are good enough. It's just, I don't think we as humans like to acknowledge that very often. What am I saying, we as humans? I'm not a human. I'm a bird. But we, as organic beings, we like to place blame elsewhere. But I think one of the quotes that Foddy pulls up from Shogun Ieyasu, just really kind of highlights human nature, you know? Don't find fault in others. Find it in yourself. And I think we all really just struggle with that day to day, don't we? Alright, well, I'm not sure I'll be able to get past this part today. I think today is one of those days in which I'm just not meant for this game. But I wanted to take a minute to, you know, get back into it and really recognize, or not recognize, but highlight. Oh. No! Oh!
He just lost a lot of progress. That's a deep frustration, a real punch in the gut.
Yeah, you're telling me. Well, I almost had it. Oh well. It was so nice playing this again. I'll probably do it again, despite not being a real interesting commentator. Because I don't know. I don't know if I want to prove something to myself or prove myself to you guys or what, but I still really find this a very even when I'm actually actively invested in making progress, I still find this a really relaxing and chill game. Which I guess is something you don't find very often, is relaxing, chill games.
Oof, sorry about that.
Oh, relaxing, chill games that... Oh, I turned the music volume down. I don't know why. Relaxing, chill games that are also, like, challenging. Like, really challenging. Like, they force you to play the game smartly or whatnot. Like, that's a real interest. That's really unique to this game. Being really hard and yet also really chill. And offering wonderful life advice. Yeah. You know what? I think that's the note we're gonna end on, is that this game offers some wonderful life advice. If you don't have it yet, I would encourage you to get it. I would encourage you to go out and or even just look up some of the quotes that Mr. Foddy provides in this game, because you will surprisingly find a lot of things worth listening to. Despite what Markiplier says. I'm really not sure if Markiplier's saltiness about this game is just part of his act, or if he's really that irritated with Mr. Foddy, or if he really hates everything about this game so much. It's really trying to figure him out is interesting. But I saw him slipping up and smiling while he was playing it today, so I mean, maybe he just smiles like that naturally, but I feel like if you're really that frustrated with a game, you don't smile. Anyway, that's all I've got for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, you know what to do. I really don't want to patronize you and tell you what to do with your life, but it would be really, really appreciated if you visited my Patreon account, if you jumped over to my Teespring and bought a t-shirt. Like, the amount of appreciation I would have for you is endless. So thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day.
Sometimes